You already know here in Southern California, it's a rainy ass day, bro. It's an ugly ass day today. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain, but it is raining pretty hard. So here in Southern California, it is not one of those days to be, out and about, or really a day you can do much. So whoever says it doesn't rain in California, bro, got it twisted. You already know. Decided to hop on, chop it up with individuals. See what's the talk of the town is going down. The word on the curve. You heard me? Yeah, the weather's not, you know, it's not the best today, right? But we need the rain, especially with all the fires that's been happening lately. Even though the rain is gonna make it worse, when it comes to like mudslides and shit like that, right? The homie Lucky Loco, definitely up in the building. Go check out his channel. What's good, my boy? What's cracking, carnal? What you getting yourself into? How's the weather where you're at? Because over here, pretty chilly. The weather's definitely not complying today. The homie Demon, I'm here. What's good, my boy? The homie Derek's definitely up in the building. It's cold here. Yeah, I feel you. Getting ready for work. All right. That's right. Getting ready to paper chase. Gotta stay on the grind all the time. Now you get left behind. Ain't that right? Serio, the weather, like earlier it was sprinkling, but now it's like really starting to come down. Now it's like raining. Oh, Mr. Pasa is definitely up in the casa for the raza. What's good, my boy? How's the weather over there in Pasa? Pretty sure it's pretty much like over here, no? Because I know that it depends on the area. Because there's times, I'm on my lunch break and I'll, call my hyena, and where my home's at, it's not raining, but over here it's raining, and it's literally like a fucking 10-minute drive. Like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, what a trip. It's raining here. Serio. She's no joke. Shit, I remember even in this kind of weather, we used to still post up in the hood, drinking, and wondering why our beers, are still full. Chet rain going in there, filling it up. Like, it's not as strong as I remember. I'm seeing your mom tonight. She's going to drink these kids. Serio? Oh, that's right, my boy. We'll have fun. I got one hand jam going on, playing one hand tiki. That's firme, my boy. Eso es todo. Those jokes are not gonna work, bro. We're not 5 years old, my boy. Maybe if we were like 5, 6, 9 years old, maybe those jokes would be impactful. But right here, I mean, it's not gonna work, bro. You're just doing too much, bro. How old are you, my guy? Go color. My boy, you should be coloring right now. I don't even know how you got into my life because I have it set for you. No minors. And if you're an adult, then wow. What's going on, my guy? You can talk about it right here. We don't judge, homie. Like, what got you mad, my boy? What do you have going on personally? We can talk about it, bro. And I'm not being sarcastic. Hit them likes. Oh yeah, hit them likes. I know I don't ever say that. It does help out the channel. Get into the algorithms and shit like that. If y'all want. I'm not going to be right here begging either. Have you ever seen Godzilla or King Kong? Yeah, I actually like both. The franchise is pretty good. I know that the last movie, the Godzilla versus King Kong, that they got a lot of how can I say like bad reviews, right? But for what it is, like an action movie, like if you're just literally going just to see the fucking action, just to see Godzilla fight King Kong, then you know, I mean, meaning if you don't really care about the storyline and shit like that, right? Because I know there's people that care about all that crap. I'm just there to see fucking some action, bro, some explosions and shit like that. It's a fictional movie. I really don't care all that much for the details of the story. Now, if it was a documentary or based on a true story, then I would care about that kind of stuff, right? Because I mean, we're talking about something that's accurate here, right? So, real events. But if we're talking about something fictional, Philly Eagles won. Did they? All right, all right. I mean, don't get me wrong. No hate on the Commanders or nothing like that, right? But did anybody really think they were going to lose that game? No. I mean, it's a surprise that they got to where they got. I'm not trying to knock them for their accomplishment, what they achieved, but we're talking about the Eagles here, bro. This is a little bit more serious. You know what I mean? They're a team that, should be doing better than what it's actually doing, right? Because you've been having this unit that's been together, not the whole entire core, but the main pieces have at least been a good amount together to be making some kind of noise, right? Now the Bills and Chiefs. I want the Bills to win, but if there's one thing I have learned is you never bet against Mahomes. I'm not too much of a fan of Mahomes, but the individual is great. I wouldn't say he's the GOAT, but the individual is great. So when you have a great QB, that's just something that you just, don't really. I'm not saying that, Allen's not great either, but Mahomes just seems to always pull shit out of his ass. Nah, he always pulls some fucking miracles. And not to knock him, but he does tend to whine and complain a lot, and the NFL does tend to cater to him, right? He always gets his way, and I get it. They gotta protect their golden goose, right? The face of the NFL, right? The face that brings in tickets and numbers and views, and so I get it from the money aspect of things, right? They gotta protect their fucking, kind of like LeBron too. Why they cater to him all the damn time. They gotta protect, their goose. What up, Mr. Clean? Mr. Clean? Eh, if I was light, if I was white, nice try though. Your mom, bro. You can't go from Mr. Clean to your mom, bro. You can't downgrade. You gotta upgrade. No, I'm not liking nothing. I just dislike. That's fine. Whatever. Floats your boat. It's all gravy. No. Don't listen to him. Listen to me. You're King Kong. I'm King Kong. Gracias, my boy. Keep it stepping in this life. Serio. Carlos Hyde, good weed, funny. Think they will ever make Colors too? Nah, there wouldn't be no need to make Colors too, right? Like, there's not really. You could, I guess, follow the rookie who's now the main guy, right? But as in, like, you really wouldn't be able to, bring back, or why would you bring back any of the other characters, right? So, and I just don't see in modern day times anybody wanting to actually make a movie, about that kind of concept, right? Because those type of movies are always going to get some kind of, backlash from, you know, from the people for whatever reasons, right? kind of movies like that are just always like one and done, like Blood in, Blood out, and you know, um, and The Watch and shit like that. Colors was one of those trippy movies because it got a lot of like real concepts sort of right, but they added their own ideas in there or their own opinions in there, right? And it just kind of like from time to time it really doesn't make sense, right? Or it doesn't really feel like they know what they're talking about the life. It's like, man, who the fuck did they talk to? Just overall when it comes to like the overall performance of the individuals portraying to be gangsters. They will kick your butt in style. Saludos G, just typing in. Hey, gracias my boy. Good evening. Hello there. Hope are having a great day. Hey, likewise, carnal. No, you don't. This is me too. This is me too, Pac-Man. Sick ass, huh? She was right there like fucking being a schizo. That fool couldn't believe it, how he was like devastated. Like, bitch, you told me you loved me. Like, I just needed a ride that night, Pac-Man. Which is it's a trip because that was kind of like a fucking swerve for her character, right? Like that shit came out of nowhere. Like what the fuck? It's like if it's two different characters. There was nothing even hinting of that of that type of behavior. It just came out of left field. At least if they would have gave some kind of indication like here and there, right? Like maybe something, little hints here and there of maybe her shady background or some shit like that. But nah, that shit just came out of nowhere. It's like if they just shoehorned that shit in last minute, huh? Like, hey, what if we have her like be a homegirl? Like, yeah. Just relaxing, drinking a beer. That's right, my boy. Eso es todo. What's up, carnal? What's good? My mom's cooking some Punjabi food right now called Orale. Fire or what? What exactly is it? What do you think about the Incredible Hulk from Marvel? I think I'm pretty decent, right? I really don't think you could really make much of a movie out of him, right? Because I mean, all he really does is roar and growl and smash shit. Like with so many superhero characters, that they could actually make movies about, and they choose the ones that have like the fewest amount of dialogue. Like he's good to like if you make a movie about one and then you just have him be in the movie, right? Like kind of like a side character. Because like I said, he really doesn't have much to add when it comes to conversation, or even his own villains, and the fact that he's not really much of a superhero, right? He's kind of like he does whatever the fuck. What would you do if alcohol was illegal? I would still obtain it and drink it. We would still drink the alcohol. It's not gonna stop the drinking. I mean, they have already tried that before. It didn't stop the drinking. If anything, it just exceeded it, right? It made it kind of a taboo thing, right? So it made people want it more. It had one of those type of effects. You ban something and then it just makes people want it. I'm finally getting warm here. Órale, all right. Hey, is the strip club a waste of feria? Serio? Hell yeah, that's just a waste of money, bro. Anybody that says that shit's not a waste of money is fucking stupid, bro. That shit is a waste of money, homie. You got no game, my boy. You got no game. You got zero game because you got to pay them to even, give you the time of day, right? So, yeah, and, knowing that they want absolutely nothing to do with you. If it was to their own free will, they wouldn't even fucking be on you, right? The fact of that alone should already be like, why the fuck are we here? You get what I'm saying? Two, nobody really wants to meet their future, spouse at a fucking strip club, right? At least somebody that people are going to take serious. It's just not going to happen, right? Because within time and building, relationship, that is going to play a factor in clouding people's judgments and shit like that. And it's just not going to work, because of, people are going to be skeptical and blah, 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 right? So it's just not going to work out. And three, have some self-confidence, bro. Some self-control, at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just it's not the business. Like, bro, I'll be damned if people fucking con me out of my money. You know what I mean? Like, do I look stupid? Don't answer that. When I was younger, there was times that we went, but we didn't go for that. We went for other things. We went for the chaos of shit, right? Like, trying to start some kind of fucking chaos, which we would. It has always gone down, right? Because we were just there just to create the chaos, right? We didn't have money like that either way, right? So it was just like, because people at the strip club have money, right? So if you need money, you go to the strip club and you get the money, right? And you already know by how, by what I mean by that, right? Like, bro, if they're here, they're gonna have money. So, what better place to be robbing people at than the strip club? Most people don't even want to admit that they were at the strip club, right? Or they're intoxicated. So worrying about people recognizing you or pointing you out to law enforcement, it's going to be, rare that occurs, right? Because you kind of have to say you were at the strip club, right? Most people are ashamed of that, right? Or don't want to, maybe they're married or whatever. So it's like they can't really just, make reports. Their spouse is going to wonder, the fuck were you doing at a strip club? I mean, you brought people at a supermarket. The chances of them making a police report and you getting found out is very, very high. Very, very high. You know what I mean? But strip club, people are going to be more hesitant. And, the likelihood of them being, sober is going to be, slim to none. So, their actual memory, probably be rough, jagged, and, law enforcement probably won't even give it that much, attention. You got to know where to look in order to commit what crimes. Like supermarkets and places like that where people of, how can I say, noble citizens, right, are not the places you want to be robbing people. At least if you're looking to get away. We going to the Super Bowl. What about the Fantastic Four? Yeah, Fantastic Four were pretty cool. Really wasn't much, too much of a fan of them, but they really just didn't seem all that interesting. Oh, finally getting. Did you hear about the Sureños in Atlanta who got back in August? No, I didn't, bro. Doesn't surprise me though. Alcohol used to be illegal back in the 1920s. They found a way to have it. Yeah, like Al Capone. You had groups of individuals. Because look, alcohol is not even that hard to make, right? People know how to, make alcohol, right? It just, made it a way to make income, bro. Like you're always gonna find individuals that are looking just to get an easy way to obtain money, right? And so they already know that something being illegal, people are gonna pay money for it, right? And high demand, right? Like you can charge people if beer becomes illegal, now you can charge a person a 40 of 40 of a beer. You could charge them like fucking $30 for that shit and they'll pay for it. You know what I mean? When if it's legal and people are like, why the fuck am I gonna pay $30 for that for it? I just go to the supermarket and get it for $2. But now when it's illegal, people will pay that amount of money, making your profits a lot higher. You know? So it makes people want to risk it, because obviously the rewards is, at least in their eyes, is worth it. Until they end up getting caught. Then they're crying, bitching, and blaming everybody else. I'm chilling now. That's right, my boy. It's cold anyways today. That's why I don't go a lot to strip clubs too, especially anyways, they're fighting and shit. Yeah, bro, and like I said, you just don't want a female like that, bro. Like, if you're gonna at least spend your time with a female, spend time with a female that respects herself, somebody who has self-respect, somebody who's just not, willing to sell themselves for money, bro. Somebody like that is not really coming already, all that good with good morals, right? Like, I'm not saying that they're bad people and shit like that, right? Because, circumstances, people have to do what they gotta do, right? But you know what it is, bro, so it's like you wanting people to respect you when you don't even respect yourself. How's that gonna work, bro? You gotta respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, how do you expect the world to respect you? Because trust me, in order for you to get a man, you don't need to be showing your ass and tits and shit like that, bro. You don't need to do none of that. Because no man wants a female that thinks like that. At least just to have a one-night stand, yeah. But to say, like, an actual serious relationship, nobody wants a fucking female with that kind of mentality, bro. It's just not, nobody does, bro. So, nobody wants to meet their fucking future wife at a club shaking her ass in front of everyone to see and shit like that and be like, yep, I'm definitely going to marry her. She's going to be mine. And if you like that kind of shit and, that's what gets your kinks and you don't mind people looking at your, everybody has different, how can I, fetishes, right? So some people like that kind of shit. Look at Adam 22. Whatever tickles your pickle. There's people who don't play with their money and don't fuck around when it comes to doing business. Serio. Kendrick Lamar performing at the Super Bowl. Yeah. Yes, he is. Well, yeah, because he had, like one of the greatest tracks, right? I don't even think that the track was, I don't even think that it's so much that the track was that great. I think it's more about what the track symbolized, right? Like the beef between Drake and maybe what a lot of people felt about Drake and, finally somebody of status that actually said it. You know what I mean? That tends to happen. Like, finally somebody puts that motherfucker in his place. Gotta give you props for always keeping it real. Yeah, like, I understand what the audience wants to hear, like, when it comes to, when I'm asked questions like that. They want me to be like everybody else, like, fuck yeah, dog, you gotta go to the strip clubs and get bitches and be throwing your hell, yeah, it's a place to be, yeah, because they expect that that's gonna be the answer coming from a male, especially somebody who's from the, street world, right? Like, but it's like, bro, if we're gonna be 100, bro, this is 100 what it is, bro. Like, however you feel about that, that's on you, right? Like, this fool don't like women or this fool, because I hear all that shit all the time. It's like, bro, whatever you want to think, I don't give a fuck. I'm not losing sleep at night. If you want to live in the illusions and the lies and wanting to think that that's what makes you cool and a real man, you go ahead and think. But I'm just letting you know that you're going to learn along the line that you are following a false way of living, bro. And you're going to learn the hard way. And that's just what it is. Stack strip. Big Joe, money stacks. Snorting. Hell yeah. In a casino, at least you make it back. Serio, at least you have a chance of getting some of it back. We used to have a strip club. Yeah, bro. It's just like I really don't see the purpose of why we're gonna go to like that. Like, bro, you're gonna lose. You are because you're losing. You're gonna lose all your money, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, I don't even know this bitch, and I'm gonna be giving her my check. Fuck that, bro. Or let's say even some money that you just rob somebody for, bro. But it's like, like, damn, this is what you're gonna do. It's like you giving me the money back. It's like you should have never robbed that person because you don't leave with nothing. So, it's not like the bitch is gonna go home with you. You know, as soon as the time's up, my boys, that shit's over, homie. She off of you, she off to the next. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck would you want to keep something like that around, bro? Just keep it around. You gotta keep paying your, bro. Like, how are you gonna look at yourself in the mirror and you feel like you doing something, like you got game or that you really living life? Like, bro, she's literally taking your money and you're looking stupid out there, bro. And somehow you think that you got it or that you're doing something, bro. The only thing you're doing is looking like a fucking fool. And that's one hundo, bro. I am not impressed with that kind of shit. Seeing that kind of shit, I'm not impressed, bro. You're not doing something and why I should be impressed or looking up to you. Like, if you, you get me? Like, bro, what the fuck? What kind of shit is that? You're doing the same thing if somebody was to get their check and go out there and just give it to random people the money. You know what I mean? Even worse, you're gonna go home, fucking all fucking juiced up in heat. Julie, what are you drinking? Powerade. We at work, so we can't really be, how can I say, drinking, right? But American number one. What up, Shadow? What's cracking lacking? The song was catchy, but I got play it fast. I only bumped it like 3 months. Or the They Ain't Like Us. I only heard the only time I ever bumped They Ain't Like Us was when I heard it and I reacted to it, and that's it. After that, I really didn't hear it. I really didn't bump it. Not that there's anything wrong with the song. It's just that it wasn't, at least in my. Which one I actually like that I actually have played several times is the one that he has when that has the sample to "When I Hear Music" by Debbie Deb. I actually have bumped that song more, and mainly being because of the sample of the Debbie Deb. Debbie Deb is a shit, bro. The party has just begun. Electric funk, 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 funk. Oh, people don't know about the Debbie Debs, bro. The Barclays and or even not even just so much electric funk, but even like oldies, right? The Barbara Masons, the Brennan Woods, and the Billy Stewarts. Oh, Sly Slick and Wicked. Oh, that's music, my boy. Come on now. That's real good shit. Facts. Nobody wants to meet their significant other at a strip club. Yeah, they don't, bro. Nobody's like, yeah, that's gonna be my future wife right there, bro. If anything, they'll be ashamed to admit that part. Is it kind of late to be ugly? That's why Snooki is no longer there and got shot half of the time. Yeah, I mean, really, you're just gonna go to the strip club just to, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we were there for. We were just there just to, you know, just to come up. You know what I mean? Here's a fun fact. You'll be surprised how many people leave their cars unlocked at the parking lot of the strip club. A lot of people, a lot. They do. I don't know why. I don't know what maybe they're drunk already. I don't know what the fuck the reason is for it, right? And then they have and it's like when they go to the strip club for some strange reason, it's like they take the most with them, like the most amount of money or jewelry. Maybe they want to floss, or I don't know what the reason is for, right? But I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people right there with a lot of good shit, and these motherfuckers are aware of that, bro. You know, you don't get jacked for all your shit, bro. And people will be like, "Oh, well, I'm packing them." That's fine, pack, bro. You're acting like if people can't get robbed even while they're packing, bro, or that they can't even steal your heater. You know how many times that has happened where fools get jacked for even their straps? Bro, motherfuckers take the guard dog when they do home invasions, bro. They take the fucking dog, bro. Your guard dog. Nah, I actually have, they did a home invasion on my uncle. They took his guard dog, his German Shepherd. He's not a gang member or nothing like that. He's just, regular, individual. And I'm like, damn, bro, they took your guard dog? Shit, that's crazy. So I told him, bro, you should have been packing. But don't believe in violence or gun violence or nothing like that. It's like, well, suit yourself. People come into the home and it's done deal. For them, I'm saying. I wouldn't know nothing about that. We don't believe in guns or nothing like that either. Did you hear Drake's heart part? Yeah, shit was whack, bro. Not gonna lie. I was like, wow, this is your response? The reason why it's just like a weak response too, though, is when they got you now in the defense, right? Because of what he said in his song. Because when it was just diss tracks, right? You're going diss for diss, right? Like they're insulting you, then you insult them, and it goes like that, right? But now when you release your response and the song is basically you trying to justify what he said in his song, right? Or trying to explain what he was saying in his song, like trying to explain the situations. And then it's kind of like, what happened, bro? Like, if it's not true, then why are you focusing so much time in explaining yourself? And like, if it's not true, it's not true, right? But motherfuckers over here he got him explaining himself in songs, bro. Like, damn, bro, he's got you over here already now explaining yourself. That is crazy. And then somehow he thinks that, like, what? How did I lose? Like, bro, he's got you explaining shit in your music, bro. What do you mean? How did you feel like you? He's got you now explaining yourself, bro. Like, all of a sudden, your focus, is no longer on him. Now it's about you explaining the situations. Like, you lost focus in what the situation was about, the beef. Like, bro, it's a wrap, done deal, checkmate. Was fire better than? Yeah, Drake. Like I said, he's a good artist, right? He's got talent. He knows how to wordplay, and he knows how to use metaphors and all of that, right? He's intelligent, right? He knows how to break down the concepts of bars and stuff like that. But to say that it's impossible for him to lose, or him, living on that high horse, thinking that he was, that great, like, you'll be surprised, bro. You could lose a battle, bro, to some individual who's not all that successful as you, bro. Don't think just because he's not as successful as you that you can't lose a battle to him, right? Because that's not how it works. I mean, Jordan has lost one-on-one games. Doesn't mean that the player he lost one-on-one to is better than him. Hey, it just happened that one game he got the best of him. It happens. It's not like people are gonna say that Buster Douglas is better than Mike Tyson, his career, but it happens though, bro. It's just shit that happens. So to think that you can never lose, or that you that won, or don't ever think like that, bro. Because anything could happen in this fucking world. Humble yourself, my guy. And I think the fact that he lost the humbleness is probably why people, had such a dislike for him or whatever the fuck. right, ladies and gentlemen. My break's over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.